Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we have Battle 2 with our Arbok team, and we have a ground mono team of sorts. Hippowdon, Sandslash, Gastrodon, Mamoswine, Camerupt, and Nidoking. Yes, Nidoking. If you remember the Teambuilder, that'll be key in a few moments here. Yes, I did just watch the battle. We are leading off with the... No, I think... So we led off with Cobra thinking, okay, we're going to be a Rock Setter, so it's going to be Hippowdon or Sandslash. But I'm also thinking, what are the odds of it being Nidoking? And also, no one really wants to take Giga Drain on my opponent's team. Doesn't really have any special walls, unless that Gastrodon is specially built, which they commonly aren't. They're more bold nature. But the Hippowdon is also defensive as well. So we do switch out into being a Scrump lead instead. And did you know that our trainers are throwing Pokemon out with our left hand? Our trainers are left-handed in this game? I didn't know that. Like, look, we threw our Pokeballs out with our left hand. How many of you knew that? Anyway, just random thoughts. But now, Nidoking versus Cradily. This is probably the 1 in a million chance why we have Mirror Coat. This is why we have Mirror Coat, folks. Here's that Sludge Wave. We have more HP naturally than a Nidoking. That still does a shit ton of damage by not being super effective. But with that being said, we have the Mirror Coat, so that's going to be double the damage back at this Nidoking. And we are going to knock out Nidoking. So again, this is why we run the Mirror Coat. I know last time I was like, oh, we should have Ancient Power, blah, 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 blah. And you know what? I agree. Both moves are interchangeable in my opinion. But we do have Mirror Coat for that specific purpose. Again, out comes the Mamoswine. I'm thinking he's going to probably set up rocks now, and I go for Giga Drain, but no, he just opted to go for that Earthquake and slam Cradily like a truck. Cradily again does not want to take any physical hits, so we do lose our Rock Setter. Not that it matters too much, because ground resists rock types, right? So, you know, not that that matters too much here. I believe we go out into Zard next, so we send out Hibito next here, simply because this is a risky play. You could have said, oh, why not Kingdra? But again, Mamoswines could have Freeze Dry, and we also don't know if this thing has Thick Fat yet. You know, it could be Thick Fat, could be Oblivious. I know some people run Oblivious with their Bandit sets and whatever. So we don't know. We're kind of playing with a little Trial by Fire here, literally Trial by Fire. We are clicking that Flamethrower here. Out comes the Gastro, obvious counter. I probably should have just clicked Solar Beam, to be honest with you. Here comes that Flamethrower. Gastrodon's gonna eat it like nothing. Of course it is. It's Gastrodon. And we're gonna click that Solar Beam. I believe my opponent knows his meta really well because he switches out. I bet he's checking if I'm the Power Herb set or not. Out comes the Moto. Too bad not Gloria. I love Gloria. Gloria's better than Moto. Here comes that Solar Beam, and I don't know what the hell happened with Zard here, because look at this Solar Beam damage. I mean, look, we don't see any Rindu Berry popping. This Hippowdon just ate the Solar Beam. That did like little less than a third. Like, what the world is going on? Is that a low roll, folks? Is that a low roll? You'll see me here, like, I'm kind of flabbergasted of why didn't that work. Like, why didn't Solar Beam do more damage? Is that real? Like, or is that a low roll? Can someone clarify that? I don't know what happened. Because look, like, I'm gonna click Air Slash or Flamethrower here. Checking the base, but obviously Flamethrower is better than Air Slash. We go for Flamethrower, and this does way more damage than that Solar Beam. Like, what happened? Like, I really don't know what happened. For real, can someone really clarify that? 'Cause I really don't know. I didn't see any Rindu Berry popping, so I don't know what the problem is. I mean, this is good too. This Hippowdon is very crippled, and we do go for Flamethrower again. Yeah, someone clarify that. Why that Solar Beam did nothing to that Hippowdon. Out comes that Camerupt, and it's obviously going to eat the Flamethrower really well to a degree. Camerupt isn't really the frailest thing, but it has base 100 in both of its offensive stats. It's very slow at attacking though. We do go for Air Slashes, and with that Flamethrower doing as much as it did, I thought Air Slash would actually knock out Camerupt, but it doesn't. So again, is that... I think I'm timid. I think I might be timid. I don't know. Maybe timid's the issue for why we got those rolls. Too bad we didn't get a flinch, so this thing, I'm still thinking I'm faster, but no, I'm not faster, it's at +2 speed. And it goes for explosion and will knock out Charizard. But yeah, what happened with Charizard in this battle? Can someone explain? Is it being timid over bodice? Is this simply a roll issue? Someone explain it to me, because I don't understand how in the world that Hippowdon took that Solar Beam. I'm still flabbergasted by that. But that being said though, my opponent's team, he's down his Nidoking, his Moto's crippled, and Camerupt is gone. So I'm free to send out whatever, basically. Here comes the Gastrodon. I figured there's no real issue of sending out Cobra here, simply because Cobra is not going to do much anyway against a mono ground team, because ground is very super effective against poison. I could have gone for Coil, but I do start going for Gunk Shot, simply because I want to get as much chip on this thing as possible before dying, maybe even snagging a poison. Even being resistant, that still does a quite fair chunk of damage to that Gastrodon. Here comes that Scald, not probably thinking I'm gonna switch out into something, you know, switch out, trying to bait into Clay Doll or something. I don't know. I would just click Earth Power, to be honest, with a stab. We eat the Scald. Fortunately, no burn for us, and we do click Gunk Shot again, because again we're trying to just sack off the Cobra here, and we do another fair chunk of damage, but again, no poison, unfortunately. It's okay though. Cobra did less work in this battle, but still performed its job really well. Still got that chip on the Gastrodon, making it little above 50% of its HP. So Gastrodon and Moto is very damaged. They're not like at full HP. This is still good for us. We're still in a good situation. As you see its health, right? It's only at about 50%. So unless he goes for Recover, we know we can knock it out with Quantum's Brick Break. Right? We're free to get a Swords Dance Brick Break off. You're probably thinking, why the hell are you sending out Quantum? Why not Kingdra? This is the reason why we have the Brick Break here. So we set up Swords Dance, and this turn, yeah, we are playing with RNG. We are playing with the role of getting a burn. And fortunately for us here, Gastrodon does not snag the burn at all. And the Sandstorm's gone as well. So this is really good for us at the same time. So, you know, Gastrodon, he's not expecting that Brick Break coming in. And I'm not defenseless against this thing. There's a reason I sent this thing in, that is to knock out Gastrodon. So Gastrodon is knocked out. One big wall is gone. All he has left is Hippowdon, Mammal, and Sandslash left. And I believe he'll set up the Sand again with the Moto here, as crippled as it is. That Sand Stream is coming back up, and we do know now that Sandslash in the back is running his Excadrill row. It is a Sand Rush variant of Sandslash. That's right, folks. Sandslash does get that Sand Rush, and that's the +2 and outspeed everything and knock out everything with its base 100 attack, I believe. Yeah, so Sandslash isn't a Pokemon to really laugh at in the sand. It is underratedly really well in the sand. It's like a Alolan Sandslash, right into hail. So out comes Sanic. Sanic, do you know the way? I will show you the way to my Bullet Punch right now. Stab, I know I don't outspeed, so I have to go for Bullet Punch. Do you know the way? Yes, you do, but you do live on, well, red HP. Here comes that Earthquake, and it is going to knock out Quantum. No surprise here. But we do see that it's a Life Orb Sanic, so down goes Sandslash as well, so we really avoided a bullet there. We really avoided the bullet there, getting at +2. And now we can send out Kingdra here, and again, I sent out Kingdra, Zard over Kingdra initially because I don't know if Mamoswine gets Freeze Dry in this game, and even if it does, I don't know if he's running Freeze Dry on his Mamoswine. So we do outspeed, of course. We're going to do a lot of damage, but we do get the flinch, so we're not going to find out if it does have Freeze Dry or not. That's the whole reason why I was scared, and you know, that's a big sigh of relief for us, because he's gonna end up tapping out. Nothing he could do. But yeah, if he didn't flinch, he probably could have won with Icicle Crash and Freeze Dry. But that being said, I'll see you all next time. Bye bye.